Okay, so I just saw France. It's Flo and France combined. No, I'm kidding. Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. So I'm very happy to be here. It's my first time in Berlin. And I'm kind of amazed because it's the second day of the conference and there are still a lot of people. I love it. Okay, so I have some questions to start my presentation today. Who in this room have many product lines? Okay. Or a single product, but for many distribution channels, personas, B2B, B2C, B2B2C. Okay. So I want to share with you our story at Bpifrance Digital, which is a scale-up inside a corporate bank. Okay. And you can relate to that story, which is once upon a time, there is a honeymoon period, the early stage, we code faster, we ship faster, we get value faster, everybody is happy. Huh? And then things get slow, we do a lot of firefighting, incidents in production. Can you relate to that? Huh? And yes, you are scaling. And this is our story at Bpifrance Digital, going from a single product to more product lines. Currently, we have 20 product lines in production. It's increasing, supporting 8 business units and growing scaling. And I want to share with you how platformization, what is the art of platform thinking, is helping us transform us effectively at scale. Okay? So, is it working? Yep. Okay. Before starting my talk, a quick bio. So, I've been in the tech industry for 15 years, almost 10 years in startups and scale-ups, mostly in Paris. Okay. And I have a PhD in computer science, so I spent a few years in academia also. I define myself as a researcher, tech leader, of course, and entrepreneur, and that's it. Okay. Like 1 year ago, I swallowed the pink pill. The pink pill. What is the pink pill? The whole presentation is like pink. That's why. The pink pill is the mix of the red pill. Now remember Matrix, and the blue pill. I joined the corporate world to scale tech operations. And this is a fantastic playground to rethink the scale from a socio-technical perspective. So let's get into that. So, before digging into the platformization, I want you to follow me to take a step aside, okay? When I want more clarity in my job, I always come to this quote by Kevin Scott, currently VP Engineering at LinkedIn. Our job is not to ship code. It is to help the company win. And what is like a company that is winning? There is a lot of literature on that, on business strategy, but if you look at Hamilton Helmer definition in the book Seven Powers, a great book, by the way, a company that is winning is finding a route to continuing power in significant markets. That is, it's creating value consistently to increase margin and market share in a persistent and differential way. Okay, you will ask me, what's in it for you, for us as tech leader? And this is the current research I'm doing. My thesis, it's the whole thing boils down to 3 fundamental questions for us as a tech leader. The first one, are users receiving a good experience on our system? A happy user is more sales. A happy user is more revenues. That's how we increase the top line. Okay? Is the system creating the economic value we want? Are we expensive to operate? Are our system expensive to operate or not? Okay? Can we optimize services to reduce the cost? And the third questions that I add here, because the first two one are too static for me. It's a dynamic one. Is our value creation system sustainable over time? Rephrased differently is, can we sustain the first and the second question? And for me, it's all that, three fundamental questions that no matter our context, we need to ask. And no matter of our context, we need to connect the states of our systems to the revenue to cost. And those three fundamental questions become harder and harder to answer at Bpifrance Digital. As we are a front, like a customer-focused department, we were firefighting to get the user experience okay, but an expensive cost. And I have hard time like saying that I can keep on doing that continuously to make the company win. And during that time, we are growing to many product lines, I said 20, with a product and tech organization of 300 people. So that's why we experiment a lot of things, and for the first time, platformizations is a mental framework that can help us. So I will now share the story how we get to platformization and how platformization is helping us today. But first of all, what the heck is platformization? There's a lot of buzz, these times with platform engineering, okay? And I want to be very cautious on using the right words here, so I prefer platformization. What is platformization? The art of thinking, platform thinking, is to build a digital platform. It's an internal digital platform. And if we get back in time to 2018, Evan Butcher, he's an alumni at TaskWorks, say, a digital platform is a foundation of self-service API, tools, services, knowledge, and support, which are arranged as a compelling internal product. Okay. It's an internal product that delivery teams can make use to deliver faster. And 1 year after this definition by Evan Butcher, you have the book Team Topologies. Who knows team topologies in the room? Okay, great. So Team Topologies is a book and also a socio-technical approach for organizational design and team interaction. So in Team Topologies, so Matthew Skelton and Manuel Pais define the platform team. A platform team manages the digital platform and has an interaction with the stream-aligned teams. So stream-aligned teams are the teams that are maximizing the OKR, the business OKR. Okay. So for us, concretely, we are with scaling with many product lines. We have teams who reinvent the wheels inside the silos. We have operational problems, the common operational problems, deliver faster, continuous delivery, CI/CD pipelines, we have all of that. We have business and product teams asking for data across all the lines. So concretely, we start to look at the core assets, the core data, and thinking of regrouping all the core business capabilities and the generic one, operations, APIs, more than that you'll see, and thinking of making a a platform team's MVP. Concretely, so this is our journey at Bpifrance Digital. So 2020 is kind of paradise except the COVID for us because we have very few product lines. We are helping the French economy with a big platform, countrywide platform to refinance the companies, the small business, okay? And between 2020 and 2022, we started to have more product lines, maybe 5 of them. We are like 50 people handling them. And as we were smarter engineers, we started to share components, share APIs, share services in a cooperative mode. But who is accountable for evolution if you're in cooperative mode with no governance? Nobody. That's where we started to think about platformization. And we started to launch platformization MVPs with 2 teams. Right now, it's only 2 teams on the 2 domains that have 80% of our customer requests. Okay, and our goal is to have by 2026 live platforms as a product. To start the journey, what is very interesting and important here is to know how success will look like. And we define 3 KPIs, okay? The reality is we defined the 3 KPIs in 2024, not before. This is another story. The first KPI is ROI. Like, we want €1 invested in platform teams should save €3 for the streamline teams. The second KPI is paid. This is a difficult one. With platform teams, we want streamline teams to reduce their time to value by 30 to 60%. This is very ambitious. And the last one is the robustness. So we are making single point of failure, so quality is non-negotiable. Enhanced reliability, security, compliance with a bank, and scalability. Second, it's not arriving. Okay, oops. Yep. Second, this is my whole focus for in the first semester. How will we get there? So I define with the teams a platformization framework. The things you want to achieve is the global complete experience. What is global complete experience? It is we want the platforms to indirectly serve customers, to serve very well the application developers and internal users as well, the global experience. Everybody is concerned. With the foundations being, should be product-led because we want to ease the pain points of our users. Technical excellence because it's a flat platform, and governance because we need ownership and accountability. With this framework, we can access progress. So like this example is a chart in the first quarter of 2024. We can now measure the global experience, the building blocks, and what we want to achieve is the modular and composable architectures, so our APIs, self-service data, so you have a platform team for self-service data, that we call core data, and cloud infrastructure, that is the cloud, of course, infrastructure as code, but also everything related to the pipelines, and also everything related to monitoring, by the way. And with all that in mind, we deploy an architecture for our platform strategy. So let me present the architecture here. So you have in the top value stream products. So I think you have 20 product lines. 8 business units. So as a bank, you have financing, we finance entrepreneur, coaching entrepreneur, equity, and even ASG scoring, okay? In blank, we also use internal core banking systems and external third parties. And the whole work is how can we isolate core generic capabilities. So we do that for the front end first by designing a design system for designers and developers. So a design system is a platform that reduces the time for designers and developers to build our interfaces. For example, the early experiments show for simple components that we can reduce by 30% the time taken by a developer to develop a new interface. We also invest in low-code builders. So we have a loan application platform system before that, where we need to launch every quarter some loans in France. A new loan journey cost us before 2 months to build. With a low-code builders, now we can launch a new journey in 2 weeks. From the backend perspective, you have core data, that's the platform teams. And we have also business and technical APIs, another platform teams, 2 teams by the way. And on the infrastructure side, you have ops, and we have also what we call ops for the data side. With only MVPs, we already got some quantifiable results, okay? In 2023, something that is very funny is the Stream Alliance, whose job is to deliver products quickly. We're developing 10 platform candidate features each month. Now in 2024, we have a platform team, an MVP platform team that is developing the same features and developing, running, supporting. I told you about the loan subscription journeys before, and the configuration, and also the stability. I can talk about the stability. Before the focus on the platformization, you have on the scope an SLO of 99.3, that is 5 hours error budget per month. Now in 2024, it is 5-hour error budget per year. But we did and we are still doing make mistakes. And I want to share 5 mistakes for you. The first and 2 mistakes are pretty easy. I think throughout the conference we all talk about that. That is treating a tech, a platformization, X in engineering as a tech project. It's never a tech project. Something that is very fantastic right now is the platformization initiative in my team is discussed in the EXCO. We are a 4,500 company. And the big boss held me accountable of that. The 3 was a mistake we already did. Ignoring the culture, the organization culture. Suddenly, you have developers who are managing the whole products. You told the developers that right now you have the core, you have everything. You cannot manage it at all because there is a platform team for that, and this is hard. They want to master, to have everything controlled, but it depends on an internal platform. It's one thing to have Stripe for payment. It's a second thing to have your upload system built and maintained by another team. And still today, I'm still talking with the CPO to explain why we need to get there, with business to explain why we need to get there, so it's very change management. The 4th mistake is going all without a phased incremental approach. I think we are all aware of that. Never do that. Prove the value, and then get buy-in and go further. And the 5th one is neglecting governance and clear ownership. So right now, we found platform teams. They have the focus, and we have a governance with the stream-aligned people. And maybe I can add a sixth mistake to avoid. It's maybe you don't need a platform at all. So there's a lot of buzz around platform engineering. So I want to say here that maybe you don't need a platform at all. So to come back to the initial questions, how to make the company win, making sure that the user has a good experience, making sure that the systems provide economic value, making sure that you can sustain the first and the second question. Platformization does help the company win, because we can hide complexity from the delivery teams to focus on their OKR. And we can, when doing that, we allow them to focus on the user good experience and faster. We provide reliability, compliance, consistency at scale. So we make sure that our economic value stays in control. And through reuse capability, we are providing economic of scale, of scope, and that's good for the bottom line. And something that's very emerging also with those kind of focus on platform streamline is we are reducing the new technical depth with a modular organization structure. But I'm kind of aware of the challenges ahead. We are starting to experience them. One of the challenges is platform teams were not enough to manage all the needs of the consumer teams. So we are well aware of that. The evolution of the whole system, so how to identify candidate platform initiative. But this is a story for another time. Right now, I wanted to share our first stop, that is our platformization MVP. Thank you.
We've definitely got time for one question, and this one's got a lot of votes. So the top one there, having worked in that environment with having a platform team serving stream-aligned teams, they developed to be a bottleneck. Any tips on how to overcome this?
Yeah. That's a great question, because the current challenge you have with the MVPs we have as a platform teams, I think that's something that's, in my case, it's missing is we don't have the whole product-led organization regarding the platforms. That is, platform teams should, in our platform teams, you have product manager, you have developers, you have UX design, and platform teams should focus on the pain points of our users. So this, my first tip to overcome this. The second thing is like a tech system, maybe we need modular platforms. So this is something I'm thinking about right now. Yeah, to have modular platforms.
Cool. And then how about the next one? How do you handle the internal cross-charge of costs?
That's a nice question. For now, I think because we are in a big corp, we don't have. My dream is to make the streamlined product pay, and to develop not to be a cost center, but to prove that I can generate revenues. But because we are in a big corp right now, there's no cross-charge issues yet. But I want to work on that, because I think that's something that can help prove the value of the platform. Yeah.
And I think we just that last one, what we consider most crucial in the move towards platform teams. If you just give us a couple of thoughts.
Yeah, I think the first thing to get right that can jeopardize everything is to framing as a business transformation with KPIs. Yeah.
Good. Well, look, thank you everyone for your questions as always, and thanks to Ludi.